Hi YouTube, sorry for the wait. I've been absolutely swamped with schoolwork lately, so this video's like a week or so off of planned schedule. My phone's going to love you, and I've been really busy, so we're going to break this video up into 2 videos because I ended up getting 14 questions since my last video. So unfortunately the comment section on this one will be disabled. I apologize. Please go to the video I upload after this one. Without further ado, let's get on with the questions.
How did you come up with the name Morning Dew for your fursuit?
So, one day I was commissioning somebody, and it was for like a little pretend iPod cover thing, and I, said, here's my character, and so they made something. I said, okay, well, I have to put your character's name on there. What's your character's name? I thought, oh shoot, I don't have a name. And this is going to sound really cheesy, but I was really into the Warrior series at the time. I got into it a little later in my life than most people do. And I thought, oh, well, I like how they do their names with the 2 words. You put it together. I'm like, alright, so she's gray, and what can I make? And then just Morning Dew just came to me. I don't remember how. And it's stuck with ever since. I've thought of changing it, but I thought, nah, it's her. It's who she is. Next question.
Is the jaw on your current fursuit head slightly off-center?
Alright, since we got this fursuit, I noticed the jaw down here looks like it's crooked. What's actually happening is it's not actually crooked, but it looks like it because one side of the jaw is padded more than the other side. I don't know which one's which. And then also the tongue in here, one side goes up just a little more than the other side does over the tooth. So these 2 things combined make it look like it's crooked or like off-centered. But in actuality, it is actually on there where it's supposed to be. It just doesn't look like it, and I don't really feel like having it fixed because I just want to keep my head for once. Next.
Are you going to do another face painting video? If so, have you considered face painting as your first persona?
I actually have painted my face like Morning Dew before. Don't really plan on doing it again, but if that's what people want to see, just let me know, and I'll go ahead and do a face painting video of my first persona, Morning Dew. If you have any other suggestions, just let me know. I have plenty of face paint just hanging around here, so I'll make a video when you want me to, and when I have the time, just say, hey, do one of this or that, or send me a picture. I'd love to make one for you if that's what you want to see. Next question.
Aren't all furries show-offs?
Okay, I don't know if this one was actually a question, but I just wrote it down, I guess. Because I think it's kind of funny. No, but, of course, the practical side of it is no, not all furries are show-offs, but it seems like a lot of us pretty much are. I mean, look at these videos I'm making. Come on. Next question?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, what would you rate how much you like/love fursuiting?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's probably a 9 or so. I really enjoy it. The only thing is, it gets really warm in here, and I'm one of those people who I can't even handle wearing a jacket if I'm going to walk at the same time, so I overheat too quickly. I don't know why. So that's the only thing I don't like about fursuiting. That, and there's so many blind spots. In this suit, I tried reading a book the other day. I couldn't see half of the text or so because the blind spot between the eyes. Like, when I'm looking at the camera right now, it looks fine, but in actuality, my eyes are just making up for the space. I also, let's see, now I can see my hands, now I can't. This is my range of vision. Other than that, though, it's really fun. It's more fun when you have people with you, especially if they're helping you and not going to trick you and tap your shoulder and then run away. Next question.
From Fox Gold Eye, how warm can it get in a fursuit, and how long will it take to pass out, and are they easy to clean, and can you make them
3 questions.
With a better hands fit not paw, but more like a glove, so you can still use it with PC?
Oh, the computer. Okay. So that was 3 questions. I guess that makes up for the sarcastic question earlier. Okay, so first, how hot does it get? It really depends on your suit. I know that Sharp, the person who created my suit, she is now offering fursuits, or possibly going to start offering fursuits with a built-in fan. I really wish I had one of those. My last fursuit head wasn't as warm as this one's getting. Now that I've actually had more experience in this head, I realize it does get more warm because there's more padding in the nose. So there's less airspace. So I'd say they do get pretty warm. If you're like me and you can't handle heat, you're going to overheat a bit. I've never gotten close to the point of passing out, but if you're doing stuff like running around or you're out on a hot day, you're going to need to take breaks. You've got to take off your head, take off the paws, ventilate, drink plenty of water, and if you have to just stop suiting for a while, please do it. I don't recommend a lot of strenuous activity or going out in warm weather. The next question was, what part on that? Sorry.
Alright, so the other part is it's easy clean.
Oh, cleaning. Okay, I remember now. Cleaning, I haven't actually fully cleaned this one before, but there's a lot of tutorials you can find online, like you can spray it down with a mixture of vinegar and water. You can actually put it in your bathtub and clean it depending on how the fur was done. Like, I wouldn't do it with this head because I'd be worried about the grays on it bleeding through. But like these paws, I could probably put in a bathtub and soak. If the glue is okay with that, I'd have to ask the maker. So it depends on who made your suit and what they did to it, on how easy or hard it's going to be to clean. I haven't found the need to fully clean mine yet, but you can also just turn it inside out, let it vent out, and then spray it down with something like Febreze if you feel the need. As for the hands, mine are a little more toony and loose. There's a wide variety of hands. I've had another pair that actually were gloves. They're still going to be bulky. I've seen one fursuit maker, they made it so you can detach the bottoms so the person who commissioned them for the gloves could play the piano while still wearing their fursuit. So it's definitely possible. You just got to get a little creative. Maybe find the right person to make your fursuit or your paws or whatever you're making. Or if you're making it yourself, just think about how you would like it. Next question. I think I have one more, right? Are we on number 6 or 7? I can't see from here.
6. On 6.
Okay. So question number
that's
6.
have to be it.
We're doing 7 per video, remember?
How long will it take to make one, and what materials are used, and what are the best materials to use, let's say, for a fox fursuit, and not that fluffy, puffy stuff?
So I'm not quite sure what this user meant when they said like fluffy puffy, because I don't know if they mean like this kind of fluffy. Regardless, if you notice like this fursuit head, this is shorter fur than the stuff that's up here. Speaking of hair, I got hair in my mouth. So depending on what you're using, you can use a wide variety of things. I wouldn't recommend it, but I have seen one fursuit that was made out of towels. Some people said they've seen really cool ones made out of pipe cleaners. You can literally use anything under the sun to make a fursuit head. However, most people will use are resin bases and foam bases. They'll fur it with faux fur. You can shave down the fur if you don't like the length of it. With the fox, foxes are pretty fluffy animals, so I would think that, puffier fur would be your thing, but if that's not if you don't like that, then that's fine. You can use whatever you want. Although, going back to if you're using fur, don't use real fur because you'll spend so much money and probably die of heat stroke. And, using something like bubble wrap, unless your character is made of bubble wrap, that's just kind of silly. So you can look online for a lot of tutorials. I don't know how long it takes. I don't know how much it'll cost. I've never made anything. Sharp19 on deviantart.com made the fursuit head and paws you see here. So you can just ask fursuiters what they use, where they go, etc. They're usually pretty nice and will help you out, and if not, then they'll probably just ignore you. Be sure to visit their frequently asked questions section before you ask them things, otherwise you might incidentally piss them off. Okay, so that's all the questions for this video. See you next time. Bye.